So I just wanted to share some awesome news with you guys, and I am super excited. Excuse my messy hair, excuse my makeup because I didn't wash it off yesterday. Because I was about to take a bath, then I was like, I gotta do a video. Like, I am super excited, and I can't wait for my husband to wake up so I can share the news with him. So, anyway, if you see any of my, if you watch any of my videos, I forgot what video it is, but I talk about how I am a stay-at-home mom and how I miss working so much. But my husband, he would make more than I would a year in a week, and he was like, well, that's not really worth it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So after talking and how actually my sister and gave me it influenced me, I would say. It just happened. She's actually going to school for nursing, and and what I'm really good at, I'm really good with animals. I love animals. I adore them, and um I was talking to her about some things, and I was like, well, I wonder, if your school or whatever would do a specialty type thing of just bunnies, like be a vet for just bunnies. And she was like, I think you have to become a vet assistant or a vet tech or something like that. And so I was researching. Her school would be a little bit more expensive than the school I want to do. Plus, I can't really travel because my husband, he works third shift, so it'd be kind of hard, especially I don't drive, and taking care of the kids, trying to get them on the bus and all that good stuff. So I can't really travel. So I'm gonna do so hopefully my husband seems really interested in this with me, so hopefully I can do classes online. And I actually was looking into Penn Foster, and I talked with everybody. I met the students, some of the students that are taking the vet tech program now or going to be, and they absolutely love it. They said it's pretty easy, it's not hard, and they explain everything really, really well, and it's actually cheaper than going to a community college. So when I got more info, when I called, I was just excited, and I can't wait to share with my husband when he gets up, because it's something that I really want, and I think I would love it. There's gonna be some weaknesses in that area, which I'm gonna have to get used to. It's kind of like when they let you in the room when he's doing surgery, but you don't perform any surgery kind on them. Is from what I gather, you just help hand him the tools, kind of guide him. You kind of watch and learn if that's something that you would want to do beyond the technician. But you do pretty much everything else. You're the first person to go in the room. You can't diagnose anything. If an animal is sick, you can't say, okay, well, he has or she has this and this and this. I can't do that as much as I want to, but you would have to move up for that. And and then I'm gonna look into another thing, because I was talking to them about it. I said, you know what, what I really want to do, I love animals, and to become a vet or something, it's gonna be a good experience on me. Plus, you would make, since that's a job that you would make a lot of money, not a whole lot depending on what you do. You gotta you're gonna start out small, but not extremely small, but good money pretty much, in my opinion, for what I would need. For us, it's good money. And maybe for I hear people say, well, it's not a lot of money for them, but if you have two people working and you don't have to pay up debt, because we're just going to pay my tuition in full, And so we don't have to worry about going in debt and things like that. So from us, it's good money. And also, it'll be it'll be worth it because we were talking, and by this, if we have another child, then at least we can afford daycare, or I can hire someone to watch my, like a family member or someone. I could say, okay, I'm going to pay you, I'm going to be gone this amount of time, I'll pay you to watch my kids that are not in school. But to get my associate's degree, it's going to be 4 years, and by then my son's going to be in school. My daughter's already in school right now. So that would be a lot easier. And then my husband can, bring me to work or whatever. Get the kids on the bus, bring me to work. And get the kids on the bus. Like, he can sleep. And I could be working. Like, it's just something that I really want to do. Like I said, there's going to be some weaknesses like that, or not weaknesses, but something that I'm going to have to get used to. But I am confident I can do it. I'm a very fast learner. I don't get grossed out too easily. I do not at all. Because if this doesn't tell you what I originally wanted to do, but I would have to move to like a big city for it pretty much, because around here they don't have anything like it, or it's just tough in my area because I'm in such a small town, and you would have to drive literally like 4 or 5 hours away each day. And it's like, well, that's not really, I can't do that. So the first job that I was so interested in high school, like, oh my God, I loved it, was to work in a crime scene lab. And that would be my number one job, my first pick. But if that doesn't tell you that gross things, like, I don't get grossed out too easily. I really don't. And so I think this would be, it's a little bit different, but it's not humans, you know what I mean? Like, when I was talking to my husband this morning, and I was like, the only thing that, like, I'm gonna probably, like, be a little, not squeamish, but a little bit more of, I don't know if I could do this, is not the whole going into the room when they're doing surgery. That's not it. It's needles and giving blood and doing all that stuff. But then I was like, you know what? I can watch that on YouTube. I don't get grossed out when I brought my animals to the vet. I watched them take their blood. I watched them put needles, like when they got shots. But when it comes to humans, it's just a little bit more grossed out for me. You can call me weird or whatnot, but for me, that just seems a little bit more, just different, It's, I don't know, people would just gross me out. Well, some, like, you know what I mean. It's like, I can't be in a room if one woman was getting a C-section. I can't be in that room. I can't watch that. I'm like, no. But when it comes to animals, and when they have to get, like, certain things done, and, that don't bother me, I think because they're smaller, they're not like, oh my God, this is an actual human, because I'm a human myself. So if I watch something like that, I'd get freaked out, because what if that happened to me? I'm going to be freaking out. But I'm not like a dog or a cat. So it's like, well, I'm never going to have to go through this. I might have to go through something similar, but it's just completely different. And it's just helping animals and things like that. Like, I love animals. I really do. I love all kinds. And to help people and to help their animals feel better and just things like that. Like, I am super excited about this, and I can't wait to tell my husband. I don't know when exactly I might be starting. It could be next year, or it could be the end of this year. I really don't know when, but I just wanted to share with you guys the big news that that we are looking into. And he even told me to call and make sure that the price, it is what it is. It's not gonna be nothing more, and it is what it is. Because I was super confused when they said, okay, like right now, I think they're doing a special right now, which was $1,362 for the year, and that's only per year or whatever. And then we were reading down the bottom. He was like, babe, did you not read this? I'm like, read what? He says, and it's $79 for each credit. And he said if he did the math right, that it was going to be like $5,000 or whatever for a year. And so I contacted them, I called, and I asked them information. I was like, so right now we're interested, and right now we see that you're doing a special, and I told them everything, and they said, no, you do not pay, well, you pay $79 per credit, but that's including with the price. That's not anything extra, and your books, that's including all your books, that's including everything that you're going to need to start the semester or the year. There's 4 semesters in this program, and you can work at your own pace and everything. And I said, so if we paid 13, pretty much 1,300 right now, we're not gonna have to pay. There's no extra $79 per credit. And they said no. That right now their special is $1,362. And that's including everything. That's including what you're gonna need. Besides the stethoscope, which is $92, and I already picked out which one I'm gonna want because you can pick out like different little, where the plastic pieces. You could pick out like what design you want, what color you're gonna want it, and I was like, that is amazing. Like that is pretty cool, and I am just so ready for this. I can't wait to start, and I'm gonna cry because this is like a big step. And one of the things I always wanted to go back to school. I miss schooling, and also when my daughter like gets older, I don't want her thinking that I didn't do nothing. I just stayed home. You know how when children when they grow up and they can be like, "Mommy, you don't do nothing. You just stay in the house all day." I'm like, no, I do a lot of things. I take care of you guys. I clean. I cook. I do everything. But showing her, even when getting pregnant at a very young age, your schooling, like I didn't think it was possible to go back to school because I've tried that and it was hard, but doing it this way is so much easier, and you can work at your own pace. And like I said, she asked me, what kind of situation are you in? Are you already enrolled somewhere, or are you a are you working? And I said, no, right now, I have 2 children. We're trying for a third. And I'm married. My husband works 3rd shift, and I don't work because, jobs around here wouldn't be worth it. Especially all my money would go towards daycare, and what's the point in working when I wouldn't have any like extra money, not even like $5. And she said, well, good thing about this school and the program is that it's you work at your own pace. And she said that if you started right now in semester 1, and there's some people that started 2-3 months ago that are already in their 3rd semester. I was like, oh wow. And she said it just depends on how fast you work. Some people are, in their 1st semester for half a year or more. And I said, and there's no penalty. There'll be no extra charge if let's say that it took me 1 year to finish semester 1. Would there be a penalty? And she told me no. She said there will be no penalty. There'll be no nothing. It's just working at your own pace. And she said that, me having 2 children, she said, if you can, I gotta take care of my son. But she said pretty much when your daughter gets on the bus, you can start doing your, your working stuff. And that would be amazing because then in this office where I do my work, I can have my son, I could be playing with my son at the same time. He could be running around in the office, playing with the bunnies, bring his toys in here. And if I can have him sit in my lap, I can read him what I'm doing. And she said that, so by the time that my daughter gets on the bus, I start working and work all the way until she gets out. Pretty much it's kind of like having a set schedule pretty much. But she said, it just depends on how much you could do in a day. It's no rush. It's really like slow pace. It's like you set your own schedule. You set what you want to do. You don't have to do everything all at once. And so at least that's pretty good because when you go to college, it's like it's faster pace. to like sit down and learn, and then taking notes, and then, oh, next week quiz. You can take the quizzes and things pretty much when you can. And there's really no time limit, pretty much, that she told me. But she said that even military people go here, and even when they're all the way in overseas and if they don't have internet, they have to wait until they get back to where they are able to have internet. And she said even that's tough for them, but they still do it, especially if they're out seas and they don't have internet for a week. And then when they come back, they do their work, and it just depends on and everything. But I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit of an update that we are thinking I'm thinking about doing. And, my husband really seems very interested in this. And I can't wait to tell him when he gets up, to let him know that the price, what it said, that's including everything. And she explained to me that $79 is just a breakdown to show you as a student how cheap their schooling is. And that's amazing. And I personally can't wait to start. I really can't. And I told my husband, I said, maybe for Christmas I should get a laptop or something, because I'm going to need one, especially what if something happened to this. This is an old computer, and I don't want to be working on, oh boy, at least then, like, especially if he needs to go on the internet or on the computer to pay his bills, and I'm like, oh, I'm middle class right now. You don't have to worry about that. So I want a computer, a nice computer, especially for school, and that's all I'm going to use it for. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm highly, highly thinking about, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to start. I can't wait to start going. I can't wait to experience this. I can't wait. And like my husband said, he said, just make sure if I'm paying this, and we're going to pay in full, because it's a little bit more expensive if you pay $50, like if you do payment plans, and we can afford to pay in full. But he says, just make sure you go through with it, don't just go to school and then not be able to work, or say you had enough, because in a way, you don't get your money back. And but no, this is something that I truly want to do. I did a lot of research. I know my pros and cons for it, but a lot more pros than there are cons. And there's a lot of things that, like I said, I'm gonna have to get used to. Never before seen these things that I'm gonna have to do, or never experienced. Oh my God, it's nerve-wracking, but yet it's so exciting. Like, I know I can do this. I 110% know that I can do this. And I can't wait. I am excited and everything. So, I'm actually gonna go now, and I'm gonna go take a bath. And yeah, because we're gonna be going out later. And I just can't wait for him to get up. I'm already counting down to the hours that he gets up, and I am just excited. I am very, very excited for this. So thank you guys. And if you guys are either a vet tech or are going to be, if you have anything that you would like to tell me, any tips, anything, or even if you're going to Penn Foster, if you have anything like that, please let me know, because I am curious and hearing about other people's stories, other people's experience. I'm so up for that, because of course, when you call there, they're gonna give it a thumbs up. They're not really gonna. They'll be honest with you, but they won't be truly like truthful. So I rather like hear other people's stories, instead of like Googling online, and then you have people that are really not truthful. But yeah. Thank you guys, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.